by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
It's riding season. You're on a Harley with a smile on your face. One question, WTF? Hold up. That's where's the fun? Get 0% interest on select new 2024 Harley models. Get details at 866-826-9072 or SpaceCoastHarley.com anytime. Space Coast Harley Davidson. Let's ride.
NASCAR on Prime kicks off this Memorial Day weekend with one of the crown jewels of racing, the Coca-Cola 600.
Green flag flying here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
600 miles, 400 laps. This is where legends are made and heroes are honored. And for the first time ever, you can stream it on Prime.
Now's the time. Let's do it.
See what it takes to finish first. Don't miss the Coca-Cola 600, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. NASCAR, it's on Prime.
Now at Verizon, we're locking in low prices for 3 years, guaranteed, on my plan. And you can get a single line for just $45 a month when you switch and bring your phone. That's our best price ever on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees, guaranteed for 3 years. Because at Verizon, we got you. Visit your local Orlando Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
Greenway Kia proudly thanks all active and retired military members for your service. If you're in the market for a sedan or SUV, we've got the perfect Kia for you. Tariff-free and in stock now. Drive home a new 2025 Kia Sportage for just $299 per month for 36 months with zero due at signing. We want to see you in a Kia. From Greenway Kia, visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA include $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, 0 security deposit plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 6/15/25.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com. Are you prepared for the future? At TK Law Firm, they understand the importance of securing your legacy. Whether you're looking for a will or trust, they can help. Don't leave your legacy to chance. Visit onefirmforlife.com for your free consultation. Protect what matters most. TK Law Firm, your partner in estate planning excellence.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit crushyard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
No tariffs. New Nissans from 18.9 through Memorial Day at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is check, C-H-E-C-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Guys, check is the word. That will get you that $1,000 if you are lucky. Get to Real Radio and send that away for you to win that $1,000.
Get
Love
that money.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, we invite this guy to drop by. He is probably the hardest working guy in entertainment in all of Central Florida. He's a new dad. He's Orlando City's main man on the field. He's a fringe artist. He is everything. And we'll see him tomorrow here for the show. You guys give it up, give it loud for Ross Paget!
Thank you. You know, I will use this as a great opportunity. I appreciate your kind words, but it is truly not doable. The definition of impossible if it wasn't for having a loving wife.
No question. No question.
That is one thing that, man, I thought I knew marriage, and then I had a kid, and then I really understood marriage. This is why we made such a big deal out of the big promise, because we are going to go through the laundry cycle.
Yeah. You know, man, I got to tell you, getting to the game tonight real quick before we find out what's coming up for thoughts and stuff, this team has to be riding as high as you can possibly ride, handing Messi one of his worst losses ever. The team legit had a breakdown in the locker room. He had to bring him back to life with a pep talk. City must be riding it, dude.
I have watched the highlights to that match. I am not joking, 6 times. Because there's this amazing moment, Jim, when the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi, is complaining to a ref over a back pass that he thought should have been a penalty. But here comes the best part. He stopped. We scored. We scored during that moment. Right in the middle of him complaining is when I got to see our team score. It's glorious.
Yeah.
Absolutely glorious.
Absolutely glorious. Speaking of glorious, I hear your show is getting rave reviews. I read the write-up in the Sentinel. I think it was either today or yesterday, and they were glowing. 10 more sketches is blowing it away.
It is getting laughs where I thought it would, and also getting laughs and where I didn't think that was that funny. But you guys thought it was funny, so I will run with it. Yeah. So it's been intense, but man, anybody who does theater, hats off to you. Stand-up comedy is so much easier.
Hey, dude, I'm going to give you a heads up. I saw a show Friday night, and I would love for you to see it. Have you seen this Bangs, Bobs, and Banter show? Have you heard about it?
I have heard about it. I heard it's pretty dang good.
It's really good, dude. If you get a chance, and I know you're super busy, but if you ever get a chance, slide over and check it out. I think you'll really like it.
Man, if there's so many amazing things, is it weird to just tell you guys that I have like an Orlando boner right now?
An Orlandoner?
I have an market copyright. Get that done. All right, make that happen. Get another smooth mill because you just made one.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing time to be a Central Floridian. We just beat Messi. We have another match here. The Orlando Fringe Festival is happening. Tonight's episode of Good Sauce, I find out who is the coolest Orlandoan, and that's that mortgage guy Don.
He is a great guy, isn't he?
Oh my God, what a great hang.
Yeah. He's great. He was at my poker table a couple years ago, right off the front, right off rip, and we had a little banter going, and that's the most I'd talked to him ever, and I was like, this guy is like straight up one of the coolest dudes.
He has, first of all, perfect hair.
Yeah, he does.
Like, just an amazing set of hair, and then you find out like what he's into. He's like the most Orlandoian possible. He went to first grade here, high school here.
Oh, wow.
He has a part of the old demoed Lethal Weapon courthouse in his backyard.
I was watching that happen in a building downtown when they blew that thing up. That's unbelievably cool.
That's the most Orlando thing I think you can have in your backyard is blown up courthouse from Lethal Weapon.
Right, exactly. So what else did you guys talk about tonight?
You know, we have a fun little game that we play on episode 57 with Don because I knew this about Don, and man, I just didn't know the extent. Do you know that Don has watched every show ever created?
What do you mean?
He's seen every show. I thought we on Good Sauce would watch a lot of television. This man knows every show. every deep cut, every little drop of entertainment. And I always just have so much respect for people who can finish an entire season of a show when really they didn't like it at episode 4, but they had to finish it.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not that guy. I will stop at episode 4. I'll stop at episode 2.
I am. I'm loyal.
Yeah.
I'm committed.
I'm currently watching 4 seasons right now. We're actually, I think, going to pile in about 3 more episodes tonight, which we're really excited about. It's damn good.
Ironic that it's called 4 seasons and you're going to stop watching after the second. But it's such a great episode. And honestly, we also get pretty serious because what he does is mortgages. He's that mortgage guy, Don. And the thing with mortgages that always overwhelms me is that they could put your life on a different trajectory for better or for worse. And having an expert in your corner like Don just clears that whole overwhelming conversation up for me. It was educational. I learned a lot about myself. I also acknowledged that I need to put hair product in my hair like Dawn does.
What were you going to say, Deb?
No, I was just going to say that you're right about that, Ross, because when Chris and I went to buy our home, I mean, we were not prepared to buy a home. Our landlords just said, we love you guys. Now get out.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No. They were really kind about it, but we didn't have like the down payment.
Yeah.
Don, that mortgage guy, Don, literally worked miracles with us for us to be able to buy our home in Mount Dora. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
definitely you want to work with him and you can.
He came out, saw 10 sketches. He also saw a very special version of 10 more sketches at the Fringe because something happened last Friday night, Jim. You're not going to believe me. No one believes me still.
What?
And?
Why?
Right before the start of the show, I look at all my props for my little clown comedy show, and I see a flashlight on the ground, Jim. I don't have a flashlight as a prop in the show. I pick up the flashlight. What do you do when you pick up a flashlight? You want to see if the batteries work.
Yeah, turn it
You
on.
want to see? Yeah, I turn it on. I turn on the flashlight. Not a flashlight, big dog. It's a taser. I tased myself.
No. No, you didn't.
Who would do that? Who would throw a live taser on the stage?
Well, it's not even on the stage. He was just backstage, and just in the darkness was this flashlight that is also a damn taser. And I got to tell you, a little lemonade out of lemons, that woke my ass up. I was ready to perform.
I've heard Friday was his best performance.
Straight up. It was 100%. If you were at that Friday show, that was the best I think I can act. That was the best that I can perform. And all I had to do was not take a dumb acting class. I just had to go ride some lightning.
I just needed 10,000 volts to the dome.
I threw it. I went, what was that? I felt the white of my eyes become concrete. And then I just literally 45 seconds after getting tased, I was walking out onto stage.
That is insane, dude. Did you ever find out whose it was?
No, and to be honest with you, I like leaving it as a mystery.
Oh, yeah. Should have taken that thing and given it to Olivia.
She already has a taser.
Okay, good, of course. She's married to you. She needs one. Yeah.
She gets scared every now and then of me, and then she realizes that she doesn't need a taser. She can take me.
When are the next shows, buddy?
So our next show, Thursday, I believe that's tomorrow because today's Wednesday, 2025, Jim, if you didn't know.
I did.
Tomorrow, Thursday, we also have Saturday and Sunday. Our Saturday show is at 10 o'clock. Our Thursday show's at 6 o'clock. And then our Sunday show is, I believe, 3:30.
Yeah, very nice matinee. I'll be at the Saturday night show for sure. We already have our tickets, and we know that it's going to be a special night, so we're there to cheer and yell.
We are filming that night. I will invite all of the listeners. And if money is tight, message me, Ross Padgett's Comedy on Facebook page, and I will do my best to throw a comp your way. I said that on air because I do not care. I want everybody to see this damn show.
Dude, we are dying to see it because we loved the last one so much. Jack said he saw it last night, and it was great.
Oh, man. You like that ending?
Two-timers.
You like that ending, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
You like that ending?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good ender.
You know, did you see the write-up from Palm?
I did, and I couldn't believe that I'll be honest with you. If you look at the review of Matt Palm, Orlando Sentinel, I just want to. He is very good at his job because he said something in that review that I knew 3 months ago, which was our ending and finale is still a really good idea and it does work, but it's not as good as last year's finale. And I knew that 4 months ago. I was like, "There's no way we're going to beat last year's finale."
Yeah.
But man, everything else he said was straight spot on. We're one of the highlights of the Fringe, and that's the biggest and best title that I would love to absorb and just dwell in.
The part I love the most is the first sketch you talked to me about was the sketch that we talked about the most, which was the bank robbing sketch. And I'm not going to blow anything about what it was, but he mentioned that sketch specifically, and I smiled when I read it because I think of all the conversations we had about all your sketches behind the scenes, it was that one that you were kind of most proud of and the one that you had the most questions about how it was going to kind of move.
Oh, well, you know what's always interesting in comedy, Jim, when you call up your black friends to be like, "I'm good, right?" And that's exactly what happened there. And then I also called Jim up because I also, where the content was edgy was towards, honestly, the black community and Republicans. I didn't want to piss off anybody. And I'm so happy to say that that sketch is absolutely our shiniest and best sketch out of the 10. And I am also super proud to tell all of your listeners that it was you, Jim, that gave me a phenomenal punchline. You wrote a joke in that sketch. It's the best sketch of the show. It gets called out by the Sentinel, and I can't wait to see your contribution happen right in front of you this Saturday.
Stop it. I can't wait to see it either, buddy. I thank you so much for even including me in a little bit. I really do. It was an honor.
You're the best. Good Sauce, episode 57. With that, Mortgage Guy Dawn tonight at 8 o'clock, baby.
Love it,
go
dude.
get you some salt.
All right, Good Sauce tonight and Orlando City Soccer. Go get it. And, of course, don't forget, go to Ross's show, orlandofringe.org. Find the times, buy your ticket, and be out there. It's a great time.
10 more sketches.
10 more sketches.
10 more sketches. And if you're bored right now, go watch that video of Messi crying when we scored. Is it good?
Right, yeah. Good and loud for Ross Patrick, guys. There you go. Of course, he'll be in studio with us tomorrow. All studio alone, buddy. Have a good time tonight.
I have a show at 6 tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. All right. We'll see you then, buddy. Take care.
Much love.
Bye.
Break a leg.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Your 6 o'clock keyword is check, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic slowing down on the Greenway over Lake Jessup Bridge. There's a lot of congestion on State Road 408 eastbound before Chickasaw Trail. Traffic's piling up on the ramp from I-4 westbound to State Road 408 eastbound. Look out for an accident on Colonial Drive near the Greenway there. There's an accident reported on Kirkman Road between Vineland Road and Conroy Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored
Some
by
people
Allstate.
just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Check this out. Tools Ace Hardware now carrying Steel zero-turn mowers. That's right. Steel already recognized as one of the top brands in outdoor power equipment, and now these guys are offering the best in zero-turn mowers. That's right. From homeowner to professional, Steel has the perfect zero-turn mower for you and your landscaping needs. Not to mention, you can get 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. And don't forget, Tools Ace Hardware has trained techs in their stores ready to service and repair your Steel equipment. Plus, Steel zero-turn mowers available at all 11 Tools Ace Hardware locations that sell Steel outdoor power equipment. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit CrushYard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
Warmer temperatures are already here. Don't get caught sweating. For a limited time, AirProsUSA.com is offering an AC tune-up for just $79 and avoid breakdowns. That's right, only $79. Count on the pros at AirPros USA to ensure your system runs at peak performance. Book your $79 AC tune-up today. Visit AirProsUSA.com. That's AirProsUSA.com.
Limited time offer. Can't be combined with other offers. License number CAC 1822083, CFC 053314, EC 1301093.
Future health weight loss.
Ozempic, but better? It's called Zepbound and is now available from Future Health. Ozempic, but even better results. Go to futurehealth.com to get access to the best price on the market for Zepbound for only $3 a day. No insurance needed. Visit futurehealth.com. Future without the E to start losing weight this week.
Future health weight loss.
Data based on independent study sponsored by Future Health. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Allergies are torture, but Exact from Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you beat your allergies for good. Exact is clinically proven to give long-term lasting allergy relief in 3 injections. That's right, allergy relief in 3 injections. No matter how long you've suffered, no matter what else you've tried, with 3 injections, you can experience relief from your allergies. Exact from Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment today. aspireallergy.com.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Looking to save some? Then contact Eustace Roofing. At their Memorial Day sale, you can save up to $2,000 on a full roof replacement now through May 31st. Ask for the premium roof package. Get a free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce changes your life and your children's lives. Whether that change is good or bad depends to a great extent upon the attorney you choose. So interview more than one attorney and ask about experience, specifically trial experience. And oh, by the way, be sure to include Cordell & Cordell in those interviews.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Announcer is not a licensed attorney.
The future is bright. RC Hill here. It's graduation season, but you can leave the cap and gown at home because this month I'm helping people graduate from their old ride. That's right, I'll help you save up to $10,000 on a new Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty. So if you're ready for a fresh start, then graduate from your old ride, and I'll pay you way over appraised value regardless of miles or condition. You could even drive the redesigned 2025 Outlander top safety picked and Yamaha sound system, or the new Mirage, 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty starting at only $15,900. Plus, here at RCO Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability. We'll work hard to help you find a car you love for only $1 down. So ditch your old ride like the last day of class and save up to $10,000. Plus, I've got over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, trucks, and sports cars, and rates as low as 0%. But hurry, pre-tariff prices won't last long. I'm RC Hill, DeLand, and Ocala. See all my rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit and $1 down requires bank approval. Trade value up to 120% KBB. Ends May 31st, 2025.
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Sarah Jessica Parker almost walked away from Sex and the City. She talks about that and a lot more on Are You a Charlotte? Plus, Snoop Dogg spills about his inauguration performance backlash, and trust me, he's got a lot of things to say about it with the Breakfast Club. And Aubrey O'Day, Diddy's former protege, joins Amy Robach and TJ Holmes for exclusive coverage of the trial that's gripping the nation.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Good afternoon, Colbert crew.
What's up, dog?
Just got in the car to head home and caught the intro back from the commercial, and it was good to hear the artist formerly known as the 5-Minute Professor.
Hey guys, happy day. I firmly believe the speed limit should be raised everywhere. The speed limits are kind of based on old cars that would feel like they're going to fly apart at 55 mile an hour, where now you can go down and buy the cheapest crap box you can buy, and it's still going to go 120 mile an hour. The brakes are better. The cars have crumple zones. They're safer than they've ever been. I say raise the speed limits and let it ride.
How's it, Ohana? Oh, brother Jim, no big deal if you use the dog shampoo. Smooth coat, fresh scent, no fleas. Anyway, tell you a story. I had a roommate before I moved to Hawaii. Brother used to keep all his toothbrush, ointments, toothpaste, everything in one little basket. I hear all this screaming, yelling, spitting. Brother, he brushed his teeth with Prep H. Oh, it was hilarious. Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah, that would make me cry.
Yeah, never done anything like that.
How about the woman who used super glue that was in her purse when she thought it was her contact solution?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That is horrifying.
It was
God
like
almighty.
weeks that her eye was going to be glued shut.
Horrifying.
I'll take the Prep H, brushing your teeth over that.
About 15 days a week. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Your 6 o'clock keyword is check, C-H-E-C-K. Just go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000.
You know, we had 2 winners yesterday.
I had a winner today at 11 with the News Junkie. Would love to get one more before we get out of here today. Fill it up. Even 25 for the week, for the session would be great.
That would be awesome.
Beginning of the week, we're like, oh, wouldn't it be great to get 20?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Umami.
What in your house is outdated? Like, let me ask you a question. Okay, so I am 58. My wife is 9 years younger than me.
I guess the answer is you.
Stop. You guys have homes. I'm asking everybody out there. Like, I'm asking people who are like, if you're 35, 40 years old, do you have a hutch in your house that has dishes that you don't use? Do you?
Yeah.
That used to be a thing, right? You would have in your dining room, you would have like kind of china cabinet or a hutch of some sort, and you would have your show dishes that would never get used. They were the most expensive thing in your house, and nobody would ever use them. Does anybody do that anymore?
Yes. In my house.
And my house.
But what I'm saying is,
we call it a credenza.
Yeah. There you go. That's fine. But we all are about the same. What I'm saying is the generation after us into that? Or do millennials do that? So millennials listen to the show right now, which is what are those ages? Like 28 to like 42 or something right now, or whatever it is?
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Do you think there are 33-year-olds that are married? They have a kid. Do they have stuff like that? Do they have china cabinets where they show china that used to be such a big thing when we were growing up for our parents to have? That doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Not really. I don't think that even getting dish sets is a big gift at wedding registries anymore.
And if it's handed down, because I have 2 sets. One that I bought from a guy at the bar. For my wife, that was like
I want to know how the conversation just gets there.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, you're getting married. Hey, Jack, you're getting married." He's like, "Hey, this is a gift because it's traditional. You give your wife, some fine china.
Yeah,
I got a set. Yeah. I got a set right here, and you can buy it." And I'm like, "All right, I'll buy it." So we have that, and then I have my grandmother's set. Which is all
right. Yeah.
So we do have it in the cabinet, but there's so much. It's not displayed as much as it's stored.
Yeah. And the reason I ask is because I saw this thing today, and it was like things that that we kind of like that you plan on passing down to your children that they don't want.
Yeah.
Like, this is that story. Like, you think you have all these valuable things that you keep, that you've kept from their childhood, and you're going to pass that on. Well, the story was about how millennials don't want any of that stuff.
Don't give me your old crap.
They don't want your old dishes. They don't want your cedar chest full of old blankets from your childhood. They do not want those things. So they're like, you're going to give those things to your kids, and your kids are going to sell it, or they're going to throw it out. They do not want it. My wife still has a bin, like a container full of my kids' schoolwork. Like homework and stuff, and the drawings they made as kids and report cards. I mean, it weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And she won't, we were just talking about it. She's having we could get rid of that. I mean, nobody, it's not, the kids aren't going to want it, and she just can't let it go.
No.
We have been carrying that bin of old homework around from house to house to house.
And I have it too, and you die with it. And that's when your kids go through your stuff. They'll relive it then, and then can decide to throw it away or hold on to it.
That stuff is starting fires in fireplaces for sure. Do you guys have cedar chests?
No.
You don't have one?
No.
I should. I wish I did. I built one in sophomore year of high school and gave it to my sister because she wanted one. She paid for the wood, and it came out great. She still has it to this day.
We have two. Well, I mean, I bought one at a garage sale to put cigars in. So I have a cedar chest
one?
Yeah, like I've turned. No, well, it's like a trunk made out of cedar, like you would put at the end of your bed to keep your blankets and stuff like that. I have one of those, and it's just full of cigars that I've had to keep those in good shape because it's like a big humidor. But I don't. And then we have a cedar chest that has all that stuff from your childhood, and it weighs 6,000 pounds, and we haven't opened it in a decade.
Oh, imagine the surprises that await you in there.
Have not opened that thing in a decade. Like, I was trying to think of other stuff that, like, you would think as, somebody who's a parent now, that you're going to pass that stuff on to your millennial kids. And I'm telling you, man, the list that they had, the stuff they were talking about, I was like, no, they don't want that either. They don't want your old baseball glove. They don't want all that stuff. Like, I have a bin that's just from radio stuff because I don't hang anything in my house that tells anything about my career. I had an office. I have an office, and in my office, there's some stuff on the shelves there, like trophies and some other stuff like that. But the rest of it, mostly from the Monster Show, is all in a bin. And my whole thing was, I'm going to give this to my kids, and I'm going to go through it, and these are going to be great memories of their. But we kept our kids kind of away from the show. So, like, all they know is that I'm on the air. They didn't know any of the stuff I did as a young man in this business.
Well, that they might be interested in.
Yeah, and I don't want them interested in it.
Right.
Yeah. All those videos and CDs, they're never seeing that stuff. That ain't ever coming out.
I got some of that.
Do you really?
Yeah, that old monster stuff.
Oh yeah, you don't want them hearing that, right?
Not my kids, but yours.
I don't want my kids hearing it, buddy. I don't want my kids hearing it or seeing any of that stuff from my past.
What would they do with a VHS tape nowadays anyway?
They would. I think we have DVDs, and what would you even do with that? If it's on a thumb drive or a download.
They'll find a way.
Yeah. They don't care. Can I tell you something? The funny thing is about my guys, they do not care about this job at all. They don't listen to the show. They don't know anything about it. They don't care at all.
Well, that's good.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I get it. I hear you.
I was trying to think of some other things in that list that they had that was stuff that you won't pass down, like cookware. Like, you'll keep that stuff. Like, oh yeah, like accolades that you may have gotten. And the thing though, I say that, and there are a few things from my mom's estate that I think my sister has that I really wanted. My mom was a 3-letter athlete.
Wow,
my mom was
really?
a basketball, volleyball, and softball. My mom was a 3-letter athlete. And I kind of think that's where I got it from. I don't think my dad can even bounce a basketball. I've literally never seen, my dad and I never played catch or anything. I don't even know if he can throw a ball.
Oh, wow.
I truthfully do not know that. Like, we never played catch, or I never saw him throw a football. I never saw him bounce a basketball. None of that stuff. My old man is not into sports. He liked watching it. He liked watching it, but he never really was into it. Even in high school and stuff, he never really played sports or anything like that. My mom was a 3-letter athlete.
So what did you want of hers?
Back in the day, they gave you pins.
Oh, pins.
Yeah, she would have her letter jacket, and then you would put the pins for each sport. You wouldn't let her in a specific sport. Like I lettered in baseball. She lettered in just athletics, and then she would get the pin. She had a pin for volleyball, a pin for basketball, and a pin for softball.
Well, now you know where your daughters get their volleyball skills from.
And I got to tell you, my mom was a really good athlete. She really was. She threw it. If you played catch with her, she threw it like, I don't want to say like a dude because that sounds sexist, but my mom knew how to throw a ball. And we went to shoot basketball one time with my daughters, and we were out there just kind of bouncing around shooting it. And my mom just started all net. And she's like, my kids were like, Granny. my mom's just flipping these little set shots right in, no problem whatsoever. I would love to have those pins, but that's about all I would have. And then back in the day, we used to, I guess, if your dad would make you kind of like Jack made his sister, there were these little, like, it's like a chest of drawers, but it wasn't. It was just 2 drawers, but it said her name on it and the year she was born in wooden letters.
Is that a hope chest?
It kind of like that, but not even a chest. It would be like like a tabletop humidor, about the size of it, and it had 2 little drawers, and she kept all that stuff there. And then she had a little jewelry box that she kept what little jewelry she had. God bless her. She only had a little bit, but inside that, she had something that was very cool that's very apropos to Disney, and I wish I had it. She had an original book of tickets.
Oh,
that
wow.
that were never used. That we had left over from a trip that we ran out of time to go to the rides.
Do you know how much you could get for that?
I don't know how much they're worth anymore.
I don't know, but I just sounded like you.
And
you did.
That was weird.
And the funny thing is, I just went to Code Black's office. It's the first time I've been there in a while. He collects all that stuff. He's got an original from the day Disney opened. They gave everybody this big coin.
Yeah.
It's like a brass coin or a bronze coin. And it was commemorative to you being one of the first employees of Disney. He has one of those.
Oh, cool.
He has the original map from Disney. Like when you went into the park, they gave you the map to let you know where it was. He's got one of the original ones from the first day the park was open.
Oh, wow.
He's got that framed. He's got the very first SeaWorld map open. He's got a bunch of other Disney stuff. And the funny thing is about this guy, I never even knew he collected any of this stuff.
And he's been your best friend for years.
For years. He's got a 6-gun territory map. Like from the first day they opened. Remember that? Do you even remember that?
Oh.
Jack, do you remember 6-gun territory?
No.
What is that?
When did you move to Florida?
89.
Oh, you were here in the early 80s too.
89.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we both, we moved the same year.
Yeah, so 6-gun
But
territory.
not together.
You're going to love this. 6-gun territory was in Ocala, right? Literally in the Ocala National Forest up there, right? And what it was like a cowboy town, like with Native Americans and stuff like that. And they even had a train. So what you would do is you'd park in the parking lot and you'd get on this old train. And the train just kind of went in a circle. But when it came to the certain area, when you went into, it was like being in the Old West. Right before you get off the train, there was like these guys that were gonna rob the train. And then the good guys from the train, they had a straight up gunfight with like real guns. But, caps, of course. But they were like real revolvers, like from that era. They were all dressed up like cowboys. They did a native.
It's a real live action Red Dead Redemption.
It really was. It was the coolest thing ever. They had like all like vendors and rides and stuff like that. And you could go to this big powwow. Like they had this Native Americans that would come out, and it was just this giant teepee, and you'd go inside, and they would do these native dances and tell you about the culture and stuff. It was a blast, dude.
What happened to it?
I mean, just Disney.
Oh.
Yeah,
SeaWorld, Universal.
Disney, Universal. There was another one called
Epic Universe.
There was another small one called Marco Polo Park. Was another one of these small kind of startup theme parks where they tried to just kind of capitalize on what was happening in Florida at the time. And it was another one. It was, based around Marco Polo. So you would, he was a great traveler and, adventurer. So you would just kind of go to different land, and it would just had a couple rides, a few little small like roller coasters. It was nothing to it. And that lasted no time at all. That's like from the throwback of the old days of Florida theme parks.
Yeah.
But man, that 6-gun territory was no joke.
Sounds like it was a good time.
That was a lot of fun. If you're a little boy and you grew up on Clint Eastwood and John Wayne movies and you saw those guys really going at it, like, damn, that's great. I got a black cowboy hat when I went there. I thought I was the man. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Check, by the way, is your 6 o'clock keyword. That's CHECK. Just go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. What do you got for your here first?
Inmates' alleged helpers are arrested. A man tries to flee cops by, nothing, no big deal, scaling a building.
Oh, man.
And 2 massive movies debut this holiday weekend. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
You got it. Let's take a little break. We'll come back to You Heard It Here First and get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Snell Bergen here. We're looking at some hot weather heading into the weekend. But first, Thursday, a brief cool down, highs upper 80s to near 90, a lot more clouds, maybe a thunder shower during the day. Friday, Saturday, mostly sunny, back into the low to mid 90s. Memorial Day next Monday, a better chance of rain and storms during the afternoon. So if you have weekend plans, the best beach day certainly is Saturday. Sunday, be a few more clouds and maybe a storm.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Man, let me tell you, if you have a bathroom in your home that you would like to remodel or replace, but every single time you go to do it, you start doing the math, you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can afford it. I can't be without a bathroom for 2 or 3 months. And everybody tells me that's exactly how long it's going to take to get a new bathroom. Well, let me tell you, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, because at Rebath, they can get you that new bathroom in just 4 to 6 days. Even better, they do it with their employees, no subcontractors. Even better, they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Even better, twice. If you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they'll give you 10% off the total cost of your bathroom. And let me tell you something, guys, they do an amazing job. Tons of choices of everything you need: toilets and tubs and sinks and cabinetry and lighting. It's all there. They even have a design team to take your ideas and their products and turn that into the bathroom of your dreams. Check out what they've done already. Just go to rebath.com. You can see the before and afters. That'll motivate you to book that appointment, because your new bathroom is right there in Altamont at rebath.com.
When dealerships compete for your trade, you win at Greenway Kia. Trade your car with us and over 40 Greenway dealerships will compete to buy it. So you get the best possible value, as much as $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Wondering what your trade is worth? Get your appraisal online at greenwaykias.com or visit us at East Colonial, West Colonial, and 1792 North in Longwood. I'm Joe Rossi, and Greenway Kia proudly thanks all active and retired military members for your service.
All factory rebates to dealer, negative equity refinanced.
Save money on your electric every month. Call Solar Source. They have been my go-to for solar solutions. Trusted since 1984 with over 60,000 installations. I've saved thousands on my power bill since getting solar. You can save on your monthly power bill, and you can add a solar battery system to keep your house running when the grid goes down. Their systems add value to your home and cut energy costs. Plus, spring is the perfect time for solar heating your pool, making it usable year-round. They have a pay-as-you-go solar package starting at just $99 a month. Solar Source, the oldest and most experienced provider. Find them at solarsource.com and tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com, sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
When disaster strikes your home or business, you need more than a quick fix. You need a team you can count on. You need Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida. From storm and water damage to fire, smoke, or mold, Paul Davis Restoration is ready 24/7 with the experience and care to get life back on track. They dry, clean, repair, and restore. Fast, professional, and reliable every step of the way. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
Credit Union celebrates Military Appreciation Month in May. Whether you're active duty, a veteran, or a military family, we are all united this month to celebrate those who go above and beyond. As a credit union created for the military community, Navy Federal takes special care to ensure that our members feel celebrated and honored every day and every May. So from all of us at Navy Federal, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
The Jeep brand has always stood for American freedom. And now we're standing with you with Employee Pricing Plus. Hurry into your Jeep brand dealer for details today and join the family. Jeep, there's only one. Offer valid on select 2024 and 2025 Jeep brand vehicles for non-FCA employees and retirees. $200 admin fee applies. Not all buyers will qualify. Restrictions apply. Does not apply to leases. Ends June 2nd, 2025. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
It's riding season. You're on a Harley with a smile on your face. One question, WTF? Hold up. That's where's the fun? It starts at Space Coast Harley-Davidson and a new bike in your immediate future and good times down the road. Right now, get 0% interest on select new 2024 Harley models. Get details at 866-826-9072 or spacecoastharley.com anytime. Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Grab your shades, your flip-flops, and your free iHeartRadio app for the start of summer 2025. No matter where you go this summer, your favorite radio station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be along for the adventure. Make sure you have the free iHeartRadio app in your phone today.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. We will look ahead tomorrow on Real Radio. Monsters in the Morning. They're getting ready for their Monsters Night of Comedy. Tickets are still available. On the show tomorrow, Guy Torrey, his opener, Tony Tone, he'll also be at the Monsters Night of Comedy. And let's see, Jeff from Orlando Science Center will be telling you all about the DC exhibit they have. That's tomorrow on the Monsters in the Morning. Look ahead with the team at TK Law. Plan your family's future. Start online at onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, you know, on the subject of the decorative dishes and the curio cabinet and all that stuff, yeah, I had one when I was married and my ex-wife wanted it, so we got it, and it put a bunch of junk and it all got dusty and it was a pain in the butt to clean, and it didn't make any sense to me, but she wanted it. A couple of months ago, about a year ago maybe, my aunt gives me this whole box of dishes, says, "These used to belong to your grandmother, you should have them," and I'm like, what am I going to do with these?
Jimmy, you're wrong. I'm 59. My mother passed away in January. My sister and I have been going through stuff. She had baseball clippings when I was in 11 years old. Good memories, brother.
Yeah, maybe so, bud. I mean, look, here's the thing. I get you 100%. And sorry for your mom. God rest her soul. But my thing is this. Like, it's homework. You know, I mean, we have paper clippings. Those are a different thing. I mean, this is just like literally schoolwork, right, where they had, instead of throwing out like stuff they'd gathered in their room, she just kept it all. We have it all. And I mean, it's so much. You have no idea. We literally, as a family, I think we have every single greeting card that we've ever given each other as a family.
Wow. No wonder you have to buy such big houses.
I do. I honestly have like a trunk that has greeting cards, Father's Day, Christmas, everything you would get a greeting card for 22 years, 20 years.
Whoa.
It's unbelievable. It really is. So many. And all the ones the kids gave me, I think we have all of those. My wife simply will not throw any of that stuff out. God bless her, because I would light cigars with it. I don't care.
I was going to say, not my mom.
Oh, really? She keeps everything?
No.
Oh, she throws it out?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No use.
And
It's gone.
And it's funny because mostly, like, she's like that with every other thing we have. She's like, yeah, she doesn't like clutter, but that stuff she holds on to. That means a lot.
Oh, she's sentimental.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. Check is your 6 o'clock keyword, CHECK. You got about, 8 minutes or so to get over to realradio.fm to send that off for your shot at $1,000. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Umami.
And let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
Oh, somebody's being naughty.
Who?
2 women are under arrest in connection to that jailbreak in New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, they're accused of helping some of the men evade capture. Courtney Harris and Corvante Baptiste have each been booked on charges of accessory after the fact to the May 16th escape. The arrest report shows that Harris drove 2 of these escapees to multiple locations in New Orleans while they were on the loose. Hey, maybe the store they went to just wasn't open.
Right, yeah.
Baptiste allegedly helped Corey Boyd bringing food to an abandoned home where he was hiding. 5 of the escapees have been caught while 5 remain on the run. Yesterday, you remember, a maintenance worker at the jail was arrested for allegedly helping the inmates escape by turning off the water to the cell they were being housed in. That's what allowed them to get that hole in the wall, pull out the toilet, and dash to freedom.
Yeah, if you go to jail, like jail has that one, it's one thing. It's like the toilet, it's the sink, all in one stainless steel kind of mold, and all they did was pull that to the side, and it was actually a pretty damn big hole.
Wasn't it?
Like I could easily get through it, even my big fat ass. And also I heard that the guy who did that for them only did it because he was threatened to get stabbed. I guess that group of people had threatened. They said, that if you if you don't do this, we're going to stab you. At some point, we're going to get to you. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what he said today, or that's what I read.
Well, I know there are 4 other jail workers that are under investigation.
Yeah.
All right, back here in the Sunshine State, a man is under arrest after trying to flee cops by scaling the side of a luxury high-rise in Miami.
Okay.
You got to give him kudos for this.
Okay.
Authorities issued a search warrant at Bay Park Apartments. This is in Edgewater earlier today. It was connected to a burglary from early April. During their search, Peter Peraza escaped to a balcony and tried to climb down the side of the building. Video posted online shows him moving from the 19th floor. How far down did he get?
Oh, he actually got to, he didn't fall? Oh, I thought that's what he was going to tell me. He made it down 2 stories. And then made it down 15 stories.
He went, Jack, you want to make a guess, from the 19th floor to?
The 18th.
The 7th. He was able to climb down from the 19th floor balcony to the 7th floor. That's where he allegedly broke into an apartment unit in an attempt to escape officers. Unfortunately, the tenant was home and called police, and Peraza was arrested.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
12 stories climbing down the side of a building.
I was going to say, that's bad news. I thought he was going to go up. I'm like, what are you doing, buddy?
Right, exactly.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And then finally, 2 huge blockbusters are coming to theaters this Memorial Day weekend. Disney's Lilo and Stitch, the live-action one, is expected to bring in between $150 and $160 million in its debut. Yeah.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is projected to make between $75 and $85 million in its first weekend in theaters.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was going to bury Lilo and Stitch.
You know, it's getting mixed reviews. The first review I read about it was glowing. And
That's what I thought.
And then every other review I've read is like 2.5 stars.
Really?
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? I actually like Tom Cruise as an actor. I don't think I've seen one of these movies. I don't think I've even seen the very first Mission Impossible. I think I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen the entire thing. Is it a good series?
Yeah. There's your vote.
I liked him more as Reacher than I liked him as this guy.
Yeah, like I've seen it. It's a fun action movie. But story-wise and stuff, it's good.
Okay, that's your really glowing endorsement there, Jack.
But here's the deal.
A super glowing endorsement.
I was ready to see it. I was thinking about going to see it this weekend.
Oh, really?
But now
Really?
Deb just talked me out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you could go see other holdovers like Final Destination Bloodlines. Those are fun commercials to see on TV as they show the theater full of people ducking, and hiding their face. People are like reportedly after the movie not using elevators.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, like they're freaked out by some of the scenes. And Sinners are expected to also provide a boost at the box office.
I have to go see Sinners this weekend. I want to see it in the theater. I don't want to see it at home. So I think we have to get out this weekend and check it out. because I hear it's a must.
You heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah.
Sure.
Who do we have to thank today, young lady?
Well, thank you very much, liar. We want to thank Kenny Tallier, Brandy Bennett, and Georgina, the beautiful golden retriever from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. Also want to thank Ross Padgett with Good Sauce with Ross and Joel, episode 57, coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. If you missed Animal House or Ross's segment, their podcasts have already been posted at the Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that very much. She's on yet another vacation.
Really?
Yeah, sitting in Jamaica, I think, with her feet in the water.
Nice.
Yeah. And by the way, if you have an opportunity to help at all, it is PetAllianceOrlando.org. That's PetAllianceOrlando.org. Kitten season's here. They need help with adoptions or possibly even donations for food. They're wonderful people. We love helping as much as we can, and you may as well. Jack, question of the day.
Yeah, it was difficult because we had to restart the video stream a few times. Just weird computer problems today. But the question was, do you believe in psychics?
I think most people will say no. I'll go 25% say they do.
33%.
Okay. God
That's
damn, that's
close.
exactly what the national thing said.
Wow, there you go.
30%. There you go. All right, coming up tomorrow, we'll do Date Night Done Right. We'll have Glenn Klausman in tomorrow. And that's it.
4 more opportunities for you to win $1,000.
For sure. We'll see you at 3 for sure. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3. Oh, and by the way, Good Sauce.
Oh, yeah, tonight at 8.
Tomorrow we'll see you at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
Well, I don't know about that.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available